for the morning show on XL7-TV.
I'm Bob Rechtenwald. This is Scooter.
Whoop, whoop.
Scott Callies. And this is the morning show on XL7-TV. Threw you off there for a minute, didn't I?
I did. You kind of threw that backwards. Usually you say the morning show first. I'm like, well, we're just going to go straight into introductions.
Just had to change it up a little bit.
Just keep me on my toes, right?
Life's not good when it's stagnant.
I agree with that. Got to have a little fun.
Got to have
change
a
it
little
up,
change.
mix it up.
Just a little bit of change.
Something a little different.
Mm-hmm. How's your night?
It was good. I actually didn't have any practice going last night, so kind of giving everybody a breather a little bit. So I got to have a little breather, which was good. It's good every now and then.
Yeah. The weather this morning was a little chilly.
It was 30 degrees when I left the house. I don't know where it was when you left out.
34.
34. Oh, heated up 4 degrees.
Heated right up, yes.
But it was 30 when I left the house. All the way here was 30 degrees. I'm like, ooh, that's chilly. Chilly.
Yeah, a little bit chilly.
Yeah, it's that time of year. You got the temperature swings, and 30's a little bit much. But
When do we not have temperature swings?
That's
here?
true. That's true. Good point.
Yeah.
But I'm not ready for 30-degree weather at all.
No.
But at least it's gonna be a nice day.
We hope.
Look pretty clear other than Friday. I think we got some rain or something.
Yeah, and that could just bypass us too, and I'd be happy about that.
I'm with you.
I get my garden tilled.
There you go. It's that
Potatoes
time.
are supposed to be in the ground already.
Well, then you're late.
Mm-hmm.
What are you slacking on? I mean, what's wrong? I mean, you should have had it done.
Mm-hmm. The part of that I didn't finish was I'm not sure how I'm going to get my garden tilled.
Oh Lord, I'm going to get a phone call.
No, we'll spare you of that, but we can get her done sooner or later. We're trying something a little different. Tina's got some plants started in the utility room.
Oh, okay.
We've got a nice shelf in there with plant lights, and she started some seeds, and they don't take long to start popping out of the dirt.
So then you can just put them straight in and bury them.
After they get a certain size, we'll put them in the ground. We haven't started potatoes in the house, though, because they get heavy quick.
I get it.
It only takes 100 days for potatoes to mature out. So
I pulled my main garden out. I don't have time to mess with it. I wish I did.
Scooter, you're getting ready to be an empty nester.
I know.
Austin's going to graduate in May. He'll be headed off to college.
But then Amanda's going to want to go visit them all the time. See?
Well, that's where you got to put your foot down. Softly.
All right, there you go. Yeah, that means anything in my house. You know, I tell everybody, and Amanda would agree with you, that I wear the pants in my house.
She just tells you what size,
which ones to wear and what size and what to put on.
When she starts getting you to wear the ones that zip on the side,
oh no,
you're then in trouble.
No, that ain't happening.
You get the final word in every argument.
No, and we
yes,
kind of broke. Yes, ma'am. We kind of broke it up to where she gets to make all the major decisions, and I get to make all the minor decisions.
They're just all major.
And so far, there hadn't been a minor decision to have to be made.
And if she's watching, good morning.
Good morning, Amanda. I need to throw this out. Good morning, Gigi. She watches us every morning, so I wanted to say good morning, Gigi. Go ahead, say good morning, Gigi.
Who's Gigi?
Gigi's a really, really nice lady that watches our show every morning. You know Drew and Libby?
Yeah.
That's her mom.
Okay.
Gigi.
Drew, Libby?
Oh, Drew and Libby. All right.
I knew who you meant.
Yes. Drew and Libby.
Good morning, Gigi.
Thank you.
How you can be the mother of Drew and Libby, I'm not quite sure.
Libby.
Good morning.
Libby. Libby is Drew's mom. All right, now that we got this figured out. See, you had to go into detail. All you had to do was say, good morning, Gigi. That was it. But no, you got to know the whole story.
Of course. One day you'll go, who was that we were saying good morning to? and I'll be able to tell you.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, one of these days.
I got a note here that says you're doing the morning prayer this morning.
No, I didn't get the same note. I would, but I didn't switch cameras, and I couldn't. Yeah, it's not going to work out right, so we'll leave that on you, unfortunately. But give me a heads up, and I'll switch cameras around.
Friday.
Here
we go. The morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Home of Arkansas. With all our respect, is not just their motto, it's the way they do business. 29 locations to serve you in the state of Arkansas, one in Memphis, Tennessee. Renata Jenkins-Byler and her staff do a wonderful job in your time of need, your time of grief. 870-425-2161 is their phone number. If you don't know where the nearest Roller Funeral Home is to you, give them a call. They'll be able to help you out, let you know where you need to be doing business. But Roller Funeral Home here in Mountain Home is on Highway 5 North, just past Hospital Drive, the big American flag. Pull in there, that's their parking lot. And go in there and talk to them about your needs. And now the morning prayer. Lord, we just thank you for who you are and what you do in our lives. Lord, we just thank you for everything that you've done to this point and everything that you'll do in the future. Lord, as always, we just pray that you'll lead, guide, and direct us and keep us safe. Lord, give us the wisdom, the knowledge to deal with the things that come to us on a daily basis. Lord, we just pray that you will give us the knowledge to deal with the things that are large as well as the things that are small. And Lord, we pray that you will be with the widows and the widowers that are coming up on Easter, and they will be missing their loved ones, Lord. And we just pray that you will bless them and keep them and be with them always. And Lord, as we always pray for the students and the bus drivers as they travel around each morning getting back and forth to school. And Lord, we just want you to let them know that you are God. And it's in Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Home of Arkansas, with all our respect. And now we've got a quick word from Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z-Team, Century 21 Lee Mack Realty. Be back in a moment.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should call the Z-Team.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for the weather and the dam reports, all brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z-Team, Century 21 Lee Mack Realty. 870-405-0793 is their number. Retiredtoarkansas.net is their website. If you go there, click on live views, this is what you see.
Little fog.
Little fog on the river.
There is some fog out there. I didn't notice any coming in.
I didn't either. Maybe that's not fog. Maybe that's just a low-lying cloud.
It could be.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's just rebooting. It does that every now and then. I'll bring it back as soon as it comes
And
up.
as you can see, that shot is definitely a live shot. What you're looking at is the White River, the beautiful White River at Cotter, Arkansas. The shot's from Marion County, Arkansas. Provided to you each morning by Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team, Century 21 Lee Mack Realty. They're located at retiredtoarkansas.net. If you go there, click on live views, this is what you see. And if you click on MLS listings, you can see what's available in our area. That is the city of Cotter. Can't see it very well due to the fog, but that's the city of Cotter. The Rainbow Bridge is off to your left. Behind it is the old trellis bridge for the railroad tracks. And normally you could see off to your right would be the city of Mountain Home. To your left would be the city of Bull Shoals. Straight ahead behind those clouds is the state of Missouri. Let's see if you can get to another click there. Nope, not going to do
I
much
ain't
good.
going to see that at all. Going right into the fog.
Goes right into the fog.
If I get a better shot, I'll bring it over.
I bet that'll lift up here in a minute. Let's go ahead and check out some temperatures around the area while that's clipping through. In Mountain Home, it's currently 33. Harrison is 34. Batesville's 36. Yellville is 29. Marshall 32. Salem 29. Mountain View 32. Calico Rock 32. West Plains, Missouri is 33. Springfield, Missouri is 29, Poplar Bluff, Missouri 33, and St. Louis, Missouri 29 degrees. And let's go to the radar. As you can see, the radar got some snow happening up. Boy, yesterday I saw a picture in Goodland, Kansas.
Not
Holy
good, huh?
catfish, they were getting some snow.
Ooh.
Up in Michigan, they're getting quite a bit of snow, and over in Iowa, Nevada is getting some as well as into Idaho and Oregon. But as you look down in this picture, Dallas over to Texarkana, they're getting from Dallas down toward Louisiana, they're getting some rain that's going to dissipate by noon. We'll go ahead and zoom back into the great state of Arkansas. From Rogers to Blytheville, Fayetteville to Jonesboro, Fort Smith, Conway over to Memphis, Little Rock, Hot Springs, Pine Bluff, down to Texarkana. Looks like a pretty clear day for the state of Arkansas. But like I said earlier, the rain there that's going down from Fort Worth over to Lake Charles, Louisiana, it should dissipate out of there, probably 1, 2 o'clock this afternoon, and it'll probably clear up pretty good. Watches and warnings for Arkansas. Heavy freezing spray warning. Is that what that is? Nope, frost advisory.
Frost advisory.
We got a frost advisory across the state of Arkansas. There was a little bit of frost on the Little Red Rider this morning when it came out.
I didn't even notice. I started mine up beforehand, so I didn't know.
Yeah. Y'all the easy money. Looks like Tennessee's got the whole state under a frost warning, as well as north central Arkansas, northeast Arkansas as well. They've got frost warning too. All this stuff over here doesn't matter to us, but looks pretty wild. High wind watch. I'm glad we don't have that. 7-day forecast. Frost warning this morning until 9 o'clock. Today, sunny, high of 63, mostly clear tonight, low of 42. Thursday, mostly sunny, high of 66. Then a chance of thunder showers Thursday night. Going to be breezy at 56 degrees. Friday, thunderstorms and windy, high of 71, 90% chance of thunderstorms. Hopefully that'll change. Friday night, mostly clear and windy, low of 43. Saturday, 62 degrees, breezy and sunny. And Saturday night, low of 39, and it's going to be clear. Let's take a look at Sunday. Partly cloudy, high around 55. Sunny, high near 71. Sunday night, partly cloudy, low near 55. Monday, mostly sunny with a high near 78. Spring has sprung.
Yep.
And Tuesday, high near 79 degrees. Lake levels and dam reports. Lake Norfolk, 564.31. They're currently generating 1. I think they still have some floodgates open because I was down on the river last night and that portion of the river was plenty full. And
yeah, they've had some, I think, going.
Well, they had all of them open a week ago.
You can see we're up a little bit compared to the last 2 years. So.
Lake Bull Shoals, 672.47, which is 13.47 above full pool of 659. They're currently generating 3. And that's the lake levels, dam reports, and the weather update for you. Brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z Team, Century 21 Lee Mack Realty. 870-405-0793 is their phone number. Retiredtoarkansas.net is their website. Go there, click on MLS listings, go check out the live views, but give them a call, 870-405-0793. You're watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hi, Brett, Fritz, and Paisley here at Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Roost Road. We sell Ferris zero-turn mowers that have patented coil spring suspension. Mower Warehouse has the largest selection of Ferris zero-turn mowers in stock. 0% financing available. We buy, sell, trade new and used mowers. Mower Warehouse also services all brands of mowers. We offer free delivery. Come see us for all your mower needs. That's Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Roost Road in Mountain Home, where your business is appreciated.
Have you ever?
We're back.
We're back. Sorry, I had the wrong thing clicked on, and now we're back. Yeah, we're live.
Welcome back to the Morning Show on XL7-TV. It is community news and happenings brought to you by Mower Warehouse in Mountain Home at the corner, kind of at the corner of Buzzard Roost and 178 Buzzard Roost Cutoff Road. If you go down Buzzard Roost Cutoff Road, make a left, look immediately to your right, and there they be.
Yeah, you're not going to miss them. They got mowers all through the front and stacked up on this big platform, and yeah, you can't miss it. They got mowers inside, outside, everywhere.
Ferris mowers, the ones with the shock absorbers up front. They've got several different used brands there. They service about anything that you can bring in there. And rumor has it they'll come to you.
Yep.
Is that still the case?
Yep. I know that he has come, picked up mowers and done different things, and they're a one-stop shop. They'll work on any kind of mower. They carry parts for most mowers, even brands that they don't carry. So,
Mower Warehouse, Highway 178, Buzzard Roost Cutoff Road. Community news and happenings. Well, let's see, Scooter.
What do you got going on?
Not much.
Not much.
Not much. I will say that the Friends of the NRA 2023, the Future of Freedom Banquet, held by the Mountain Home White River Friends of the NRA, their annual banquet will be Tuesday, April the 18th at 5:30, Baxter County Fairgrounds, 1507 Fairgrounds Drive here in Mountain Home. If you need tickets, give Dan Hall a call at 870-421-2322 or Joanna Baxter at 870-424-3535, or you can go out and see Bo at White River Firearms at 870. You can call him at 870-402-9002. If you want to go see him, he's at 6135 Highway 126 North in Gassville. Technically, I'm not sure that's Gassville, but it's between Gassville and Midway.
Yep.
Not too far from the airport. It's a dinner, auctions, guns, raffles, family fun, while supporting shooting sports and ensuring the survival of the Second Amendment traditions for generations to come. There's all kinds of levels you can get involved in this. A $35 dinner for single. You can get a couple dinner for $60. There's a $100 package at $250, $500, $750, $1,000, $1,200, $1,500, $2,000, and $2,500. And I bet it's a good time. I have never been, but I bet it's a good time.
I have been quite a few times, and it is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun.
I understand Chris Nassari is their auctioneer, so be prepared to buy something.
But the stuff they have is awesome stuff. I mean, they have a lot of really, really cool stuff.
And
there's stuff you can win too usually when you're there.
And it's all done while supporting a very good cause.
Yes.
Mountain Home Citywide Spring Cleanup will be April the 24th through the 27th in partnership with Method and Sanitation. It's inside the city limits only on those dates. Large items such as furniture, mattresses, free appliances, toys, bicycles with no tires, push mowers have to be drained of gas and oil, tools, clothes, metal less than 4 feet long and under 50 pounds, carpet has to be rolled up, fencing and lumber needs to be strapped together. All items need to be curbside at 6 a.m. in the morning of your regular pickup day. Items that they will not pick up will be electronics, yard waste, tires, paint, vehicle batteries, and construction debris. You can give them a call at 870-741-8095 for more information on the spring cleaning for the City of Mountain Home. Let's see. The Yellville Summit will hold a special meeting this afternoon. The Board of Education for Yellville Summit that meeting will be at the Administration Building at noon today. The items on the agenda include a resolution concerning school board election. Let's see what else we have. Baxter County Jurors Group A do not need to report today. And that's about all I got for you, Scooter.
That's it?
That'll be it. That's the community news and happenings brought to you by Mower Warehouse. 87. Oh, I'm about to give a phone number there. I don't have one. Do you have one?
No, but I can look it up here for tomorrow. We'll get their number tomorrow. And everything. Yeah.
Mower Warehouse, Buzzard Roost Cutoff, and 178. Go check them out. You're watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We'll be back in just a moment.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
There we go. SOLAR solar panels. SOLAR solar panels. Well, all you need to do is call the solar guys and smile and save money on the next sunrise. SOLAR solar panels.
Call the Solar Guys, your local solar experts. Find out how you can save money on the next sunrise.
SOLAR solar panels.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Are you looking?
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Kim Crow Sheaner.
Sheaner.
Are you Jack's mom?
I am Jack's mom.
You know how long I've been saying his name wrong? If
Yeah,
that's the way
I sure do know.
Oh my goodness. How come you've never corrected me?
I guess I've never had the opportunity. It's okay.
You have now. You can just smack me upside the head.
It brought us lots of laughs, and yeah, it's fine.
He's fun to watch. Very fun to watch.
Thank you. He's had a good athletic career at Mountain Home High School.
Sure has.
Yeah.
Donald W. Reynolds Library here in Mountain Home, which is renamed from the old Baxter County Library.
Yes, we are still the Baxter County Library, but when we got the grant to fund our big, beautiful building coming up on 13 years ago is when we opened that building. The building is named the Donald W. Reynolds Library serving Baxter County.
Can you enlighten folks to let them know why that happened? Because of great endorsement.
Oh my gosh, because of some amazingly dedicated people in our community that worked extremely hard to apply for that Donald W. Reynolds grant. It was a $9.8 million grant and received by the Baxter County Library Foundation. And we were honored to receive it and build this building. No taxpayer dollars used to build the amazing building.
How long have you been there?
Yeah, we've been open 13 years.
How long have you been there?
Oh, 17.
So you were with the old Baxter County Library?
I was, yes.
Okay. Which was on 7th Street, which is now the police department, all that good history.
That's right.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. You've got a lot of stuff that you want to talk about on here on this program guide. This is pretty awesome. Y'all put this together yourself, or do you send that out to be done?
No, we do. We put it together in-house, and it's a list of everything we've got going on at the library this spring. Yeah, including our our literary series, the Read, Write, Ignite literary series that's going on right now.
Normally what I like to do when I start off an interview for the first few minutes is I'd like to know who you are, where were you, how did you get to Mountain Home, and how long have you been in the library world?
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so my husband and I moved to Mountain Home right before our children were born back in 2004.
Okay.
and from Dallas.
Okay.
And we moved here for a lot of reasons, but we actually have some family in the area, which was a big motivating factor. And my husband had taken a job here, and I was still working in Dallas. And my former career was actually in production. I was a video producer, writer, director, mainly for corporate clients in Dallas.
Okay.
And I did that for about 15 years. We moved here for many personal reasons, and I knew that I was going to eventually have to find another career because there wasn't a whole lot of jobs in that area. You've got one maybe, but there's just not a whole lot here. So I found the library. They were hiring for a teen librarian to start up a program for teenagers there, and it was kind of part of the beginning phases of applying for that Donald W. Reynolds grant that we mentioned to build their staff, build a program for teens. So I got to start that, and I loved it so much that I ended up going back to school and getting my master's in library science.
Oh, wow.
And then when our amazing former library director, Miss Gwen Kayat, retired about 7 years ago, I applied for the job and interviewed and got the spot.
There you go.
Yeah.
When you were doing your production work in Dallas, did you ever work at the studios at Las Colinas?
I certainly did.
Okay.
Yeah. I worked at a couple of different production companies that were based there, and then I also worked on some films and commercials that were shot there.
Well, let's throw out some talk about your kids.
Throw out some talk about my kids. My kids are amazing. They're seniors this year.
Right.
In Mountain Home High School, and they have just, I'm proud of them because they've just made the most of their high school experience. They're both excellent students. They make good grades. They're in the Honor Society. My daughter's heavily involved in band and theater. She plays 3 different instruments. She's had some starring roles in a lot of the theater productions. She was homecoming queen back in the fall, which had her father beaming. And then my son Jack is, we mentioned, very athletic, and he is was involved in football and was the kicker for the football team, and then also now is in soccer.
And I will publicly apologize
soccer
to Jack and the family for mispronouncing his last name. I have it Rechtenwald, so my name has been mispronounced since I was a kid, and I hate doing it wrong for any child. So I apologize to Jack and to his family for getting Sheaner confused with Sheaner.
It's okay, it happens all the time.
But you've corrected it just in time, because now when I go to do it for graduation, I'll have it correct.
Fantastic. Okay, well, there will be 2 students. They are twins with the last name Sheaner.
And we'll have it correct at that point.
Thank you.
Great kids. I've watched them both grow up here, and they've done fantastic, and you as parents have done well as too.
Thank you.
And we appreciate the input that you have and the influence that y'all have had in your children's lives. And not only is it good to be good students, but good in extracurriculars, and they both are very active in extracurricular stuff.
Most definitely.
So you want to talk library?
I do. I do.
So let's go ahead and do that. You put these out every 3 months?
Typically,
guides?
yes.
But this guide is also online, is that right?
Of course. We have a great website, baxlib.org. You can get all this information. There's a handy calendar. It tells you what's going on every day.
Okay. Let's dig into this, and there's a lot to cover here. Do these authors ever come and do signings or anything here at Baxter County?
Yes, they do. Now, some of
Donald W. Reynolds.
It's Baxter County Library. That's okay too. Yes. Well, first of all, we're in a very remote location, so a lot of times we do have a little trouble getting authors to come in person, though we do have them. In fact, just last couple of weeks we've had some excellent authors. But occasionally we get to Zoom with an author, which is fantastic because you can really visit with them and ask them questions, and we'll do that as well. But we have a few really exciting author visits coming up in person, and there are Ozark Literary Afternoons. I'd love to highlight those. On Tuesday, April 4th, we've got Dr. Brooks Blevins and then Caitlin McConnell coming to visit. And Brooks Blevins, he is a huge draw at the library, and they'll be there in person, back to back, and visiting with everyone. Brooks does amazing writings on the history of the Ozarks. And then maybe you guys have heard of Caitlin McConnell. She's an author, but she's also a podcaster and has been involved in some regional television programming and things like that. So she's a bit of a celebrity as well. And then on May 2nd, we have another Ozark Literary Afternoon welcoming Dr. Philip Howerton and George Jared. And both of them are also very well-known Ozark authors. George Jared is famous for writing Witches in West Memphis, The West Memphis 3, and Another False Confession, among others. He's a journalist. And so anyway, both of those folks will be at the library on May 2nd in person. So we get a nice combination of in-person and Zooming visits. And we just recently had an amazingly successful visit by a young adult author, Dan Gutman, and he is very well known for writing My Weird School series and other fun kid stories. And he actually Zoomed with us, but with classes in the area school districts as well. So teachers logged in with their students from their classrooms, and he answered kids' questions and told them all about how he writes his books. It was a fantastic opportunity for those students.
It's time for a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching XL7, The Morning Show.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment, their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Kim Crow Sheaner.
Hey.
How you like that? Donald W. Reynolds Library here in Mountain Home. If you don't know where it's located, you haven't been around Mountain Home very long, because if you go down 201 South and look to your left, there it is, big building.
Right there at the bypass.
Right.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful
35,000 square foot, amazing building.
How many people does the library employ?
We have 17 full-time and 7 part-time right now.
Is the library self-sustaining? I mean, it's responsible for its own well-being.
Well, yes. Well, we get property taxes from Baxter
There's
County
some
that
Baxter
help,
County
and
money
that
goes to
represents about 58% of our revenue. So it does not completely support the library. But then we also have the Library Foundation, which is a 501c3 nonprofit. They're the ones that applied for that grant. They manage our any donations that come into the library, and we count heavily on donations, donor support to help with that remaining percentage. We do get a little bit of state funding, and also our amazing friends of the library group helps as well, but the foundation brings in about 30% of our revenue annually.
With the digital age of the internet, how many card-carrying members of the library do you think you have?
Off the top of my head right now, I couldn't really even tell you. I would say it's probably about 70% of our Baxter County population.
Really? So the building, as big as it is, it gets used a lot.
Well, it gets used a lot, even by people that don't have a library card, because you can come in and use the library without having a card. You just need a card to check items out from the library. Yeah, and to access some of our online resources, there are a few that require logins with a card, but anybody in Baxter County can get a card at no charge. And even if you live outside the county, you can get a non-resident card for a very low $30 annual fee that allows you access to all of our resources, checking out books and all those online logins and everything else.
Our library must be one of the largest in the north central Arkansas.
Now, that I don't know, because we've got an amazing library over in Fayetteville, public library in Bentonville. Square footage wise, I'm not sure, except with Bentonville how we compare, but Fayetteville has the most incredible public library, and they've recently done an expansion, and it is phenomenal. If you have a chance to go over there and visit that, I would highly recommend it.
A lot of people my age, I'm sure, think of the library as just books. And
right.
You just go in and you look for the book you want, and you go check it out, and you go home and hopefully read it, bring it back on time so you don't get fined, and then you're done. But a library has evolved to something way more than that these days.
Goodness gracious, yes. Well, we fill some gaps. What we look for is needs in the community, and we try to fill those gaps, whether it's technology resources. We were visiting over the break about our class for seniors on cell phone and tablet use. Cell phones and tablets can be pretty intimidating, and we have really merged two very special groups: our seniors who need a little technology assistance, and our teenagers, our Teen Library Council, who are whizzes on their cell phones and their tablets. And so we have these regular sessions where you can just come in, drop in, get paired with a teen, ask them any question you want to ask about your cell phone, and kind of get up to speed on it. We also do a few computer classes and things like that. And we try to fill those gaps. I also mentioned to you the Baxter County Early Literacy Project, which is a community-wide effort. We partner with all the schools in Baxter County and a lot of other early literacy advocates to address the need for exposing young children, and this is before they start school, to reading. We're not trying to teach them to read before they enter school, but sadly, many children come to school deprived of being read aloud to, and also deprived of just conversation and vocabulary. And so reading aloud to your child is the single most important thing you can do for them to prepare them to start school. And if we can get children in Baxter County prepared with those vocabulary and comprehension skills early in life, when they start kindergarten, they'll be ready to learn, and the schools won't have to do as much backtracking and remedial learning to bring them up to speed. Just like I said, just on words, just on vocabulary, just on hearing words, things like that. So it helps kids learn. And then, we really want to improve our third grade reading level scores in our community as well. And the Baxter County Early Literacy Project has is poised to be able to do that. We should be seeing some improvement in those scores down the road because the children are starting out with a better foundation.
Some of the community things that you do, such as homesteading skills, canning basics with Miss Leanne Blevins, what does that entail?
Okay, so there has just been a rise in people interested in kind of being self-sustaining, having their own gardens and maybe a few animals and, eating what they grow and things like that. And so we've started a series called Homesteading Skills, and they've become quite popular. Everyone's invited to come and join in, and the next one we have coming up will be on May 9th. And we will be welcoming Leanne Blevins, and she's with the Baxter County Extension Office, and she's going to be sharing a presentation on how to can. And I think a lot of folks I know there's an extreme interest in it, and I imagine it'll be a very popular class, and she'll give us all the basics on how to do that, just in time for the spring growing season. So
before that, in April, she'll be there doing Living Life Full Circle Financial Literacy.
That's another really hot topic, and that is, just becoming more, financially stable, right? And so if we can learn some basic skills on how to do that, as adults, sometimes we miss those skills, or we may need a refresher. Yes, and so she is versed in both of those things.
Color Me Calm. Every Wednesday from 9:30 in the morning till noon. Coloring is an excellent way to slow down and de-stress. Scooter, you need to go to that. Today after the show, go to the library and Color Me Calm.
That's right. It's happening
today.
There you
go. I may need to do that.
It is, it's become popular to color.
Well, I was going to say, we're joking a little bit about it, but coloring for adults has become a thing.
It really has. We have coloring sheets, we have colors, or many people bring their own and they just sit for a little while and color. And it's also time to visit. I think we talked about how libraries were so much more. We're a community meeting place. It's where people come together. And so coloring brings folks together. They get to visit, enjoy each other.
Are there meeting rooms available at the library?
Most definitely. We have our Knox community meeting rooms, which is a large room, or can be split into two smaller rooms. And anyone in the community, any community organization, can book the room at no charge. Commercial bookings can be done for a very low fee. And then we also have smaller study rooms that are available on a first-come, first-served basis if you've got some studying that you need to do, or you can book those in advance as well.
Are those rooms only available during daytime hours, or are they available in evening hours as well?
They're available when the library is open. So we are open until 8 p.m. on Tuesdays, and open until 6:30 all other days of the week, and until 5 on Saturdays.
Yoga for adults every Monday and Wednesday from 4 to 5. Yoga will not be held April 26th, May 17th, or May 29th. Is that a pretty good crowd? Is there a
Always,
good crowd for that?
And that's a special story there. We have a gentleman that teaches that class that has taught it for years. He taught at the old library, Tony Kayat, and he is phenomenal, and he has quite a following, and that's a very popular class. There's no charge for the class, but he likes for people to make a tiny donation to the library when they come, and it's very popular thing to do to relax, and we take up the whole meeting space doing it. The whole Knox community room is full of folks.
Issues cool. Pardon?
That's cool.
I think Scooter's going to come to that too.
No, that would be too much movement for Scooter.
What?
Issues and viewpoints. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Hugely popular book club. We actually host 2 book clubs at the library. And of course, other people have individual book clubs, and oftentimes they will meet at the library. But the library hosts 2. The Issues and Viewpoints is a really open forum where they discuss some current books on current issues, sometimes controversial topics, but a fantastic opportunity to read a lot of good nonfiction reading on a variety of subjects. And I love book clubs because they introduce you to things that you might not normally pick up and read yourself. It might be a little outside your comfort zone, but when it's on your book club list, you go ahead and pick it up and you read it. So what we do at the library is we have all the books that are on the book club list and multiple copies of each one. So a number of people can check them out at one time. They're available at the front desk. Anyone can come to the discussions, whether they have read the book or not, and you don't have to join to be an official member. You just show up and join in on the discussion. And then we also have another book club called All Booked Book Club, and they read more cozy reads, mysteries, some biographies, some romances, things like that. Once again, totally open. Anyone can join at any time. And just you can access the whole reading list on our website, or just pop in the library, pick up the list, and check out our current book that we're reading.
Good deal. Time for a quick break. You're watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We'll be back in just a moment.
The 10th annual Night with Your Knight and Father-Daughter Ball will be coming up April 21st and 22nd each night at the Shed in Mountain Home. Dads and daughters are mothers and sons date night, filled with dancing, dessert, a keepsake gift, and a limo ride. Don't miss an opportunity to make some memories. Tickets on sale now at mountainhomechristianacademy.com. That's the 10th annual Night with Your Knight and Father-Daughter Ball on April 21st and 22nd at the Shed in Mountain Home. Don't miss it.
You know, Harry, I think you were right. I hate to say it.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I think it is finally time for us to move out of this place. Someplace closer to the churches, doctors, someplace you don't have to mow a huge yard. It's time we downsize.
No, I've seen that hottest hotshot agent guy. He's got himself a bunch of listings.
Well, I talked to Grace, and she had some wonderful things to say about the Z Team.
Oh yeah, we've heard them on the radio. You know, I checked out the website at retiredarkansas.net the other day. Didn't really look like they had a lot of listings.
They don't have a lot of listings because they sell them.
Well, maybe it's time for us to call the Z-Team. You know, Marge, I think maybe this time you were right.
Well, there's a first time for everything.
Call the Z-Team, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East Mountain Home. 870-405-0793.
Hi, Brett, Fritz, and Paisley here at Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Roost Road. We sell Ferris zero-turn mowers that have patented coil spring suspension. Mower Warehouse has the largest selection of Ferris zero-turn mowers in stock. 0% financing available. We buy, sell, trade new and used mowers. Mower Warehouse also services all brands of mowers. We offer free delivery. Come see us for all your mower needs. That's Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Roost Road in Mountain Home, where your business is appreciated.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Kim Crow Sheaner, Donald W. Reynolds Library, is with us this morning. We're talking all things library, and it is amazing the things that you guys have going on over there. She gave me this book. A librarian came in here with a book for me to look at this morning, and it's amazing all the stuff that goes on over there. I had no idea. But one of the things I've always questioned or had questions about is the after-school meals. Who provides those?
Okay, so we work in partnership with the Food Bank of North Central Arkansas.
Okay.
And we're able to offer after-school meal. It's always a healthy meal that is shelf stable, so it's not going to go bad on us very quickly, but it's always healthy. And kids come to the library after school. We have a pretty decent number that ride a bus over to the library after school, and they can eat, or parents can bring the kids over after school as well, and have a meal. And then we also do summer meals. So I don't know what our schedule will be yet for this summer, but we will be hosting meals at the library during the
Is there
summer.
a dedicated bus that goes to the library?
There is.
And it travels the route, each one of the schools, and do pick up and bring them over to the library?
Yes, it does. I mean, they all transport to, I think, one location, and then they can get on that bus.
Oh, I see.
But I'm not sure exactly how that works, honestly. But we get a bus every day.
The after-school meals are for ages 18 and under. They're not served, of course, when the library is closed. After-school meals will not be served, which is dates have already passed, so we won't even go there.
Okay.
But it seems like that. Do you have a good number of students that take advantage of that?
It's a decent number. Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool. Summer reading begins May 27th. What is your summer program?
Oh, wow. We could get, that's a whole nother show.
Okay.
Summer reading. I mean, because we have so many activities for
And
the
we
summer.
can do that again.
We need to.
We could do this again.
We really need to, because summer is huge at the library. It's our biggest season because kids are out of school. We do programs for all ages. We do a reading program so they can get rewarded for reading all summer long, and that prevents the summer slide. We don't want the kids slipping back and losing everything they learned the year before. We want them ready to start school the next year. So we just have fun. We read books. They read books. They get prizes for reading. And then we also do a lot of fun workshops and activities. We host some shows at the library. We've had magicians and puppet shows and things like that. And we'll be doing that this summer as well. So and for all ages.
Now, we've missed a week of this to talk about it, but the tween teen programs, let's talk about those. You've got
Okay.
one for grades 4 through 10, and then you've got one for 7 through 12.
So there's the Tween Library Council. Is that what you're thinking of? I don't know
This
what
here.
you're looking at. Yeah. Okay. So for teens, we do something called the Friday After Hours, which is for kids in grades 7 through 12.
Okay.
And it's literally after the library closes, kind of like a little lock-in, and we have fun themed activities every time. Kids love it. We get huge numbers that come in and enjoy it, and I love it that's where kids, teenagers are choosing to spend a Friday night at the library having a good time. So our next one coming up will be in April 21st, and they're doing something called DC versus Marvel. So that should be a lot of fun for the kids, and there'll be all sorts of activities and always food. So always good times.
And then May the 19th, it's the 1970s.
There you go. There you go, Bob.
Well, I'm out of grade 12. Be a good time. If you didn't live in the 70s, you missed out. That's all I can tell you.
Bob, you told me you really wanted to learn about our participation in the Dolly Parton
I
Imagination
did.
Library.
I was going to head that direction.
Okay. So that's part of our Baxter County Early Literacy Project. And I have to thank a lot of amazing people who jump-started the Imagination Library here in Baxter County. But I'm now happy to say that it's up and running, and it has been for a while now, and that we passed a milestone back in the fall where we reached over 1,000 children signed up for the program. So for folks who don't know what that is, it is an opportunity for parents to sign their child up, and any child under the age of 5 is eligible. And then once your child is registered, they receive a free book in the mail every month until they turn 5 years old, delivered to your home. Now, it does require a financial commitment from every community. And so it costs approximately $25, $26 per child per year as a community commitment.
Mm-hmm.
But we're thankful that we've received a grant from the state of Arkansas. So now our community pays for half, the state of Arkansas pays for half for every child that we have involved in the program. And I mentioned to you we hit over 1,000. I think we may be up to 1,030 about now. And there are only approximately 1,700 children under the age of 5 in Baxter County. So we are really, really, really working our way to 100% of the children in Baxter County getting books delivered in their home.
How do parents or grandparents sign up for that?
It's really easy. You can you can visit our website at baxlib.org, or you can come into the library and pick up a little registration form, or you can visit the Dolly Parton Imagination Library website and sign up. And then it's 100% involvement in the state of Arkansas. So now every single county in Arkansas offers this program. Sadly, across the nation, that's not the case. We're one of only a few states that has every single county in the state participating in the program. You've got to have that community support, and we count on donors to help support this program here.
That's awesome.
It is totally awesome because books in the home, they're more likely to be read to the child.
Mm-hmm.
The more reading that children experience, the better prepared they are to start kindergarten and do well in school.
You talked a little bit earlier about the early literacy project, the 1,000 books before kindergarten. That's a good program as well.
Yes, it is. And that's where parents can sign up to make a commitment to read at least 1,000 books to their child before they start kindergarten. And that's a library program. You can sign up at the library, and then you get little incentives along the way. Many parents start with the newborns and begin reading aloud to them. And 1,000 books sounds daunting, but we're talking little children's books. And we also know how children love to hear the same story over and over again. So you might read that same book several times over, and every time you read it, it counts. So it's actually pretty easily done.
Little Free Library. What is that all about?
That's all part of the Early Literacy Project as well. And if you have noticed, and hopefully a lot of people have noticed, the bright yellow boxes at many playgrounds and parks around Baxter County.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all part of our Early Literacy Project. We now have 9 locations in Baxter County. An example would be right here in Mountain Home. There's one at Cooper Park. There's one at Hickory Park. And they are stocked with books. And little free libraries are actually a international phenomenon where people set them up in their yards or in playgrounds or parks or popular places, and then you can put books in, you can take books out. Ours are strictly for children and young readers, and then you can put a book in if you'd like, but most people take a book out, and we want that. We want kids to take the books, take them home, and have their parents read them to them.
The Little Free Library locations in Mountain Home are Quail Run Meadow Springs, Cooper Park, Mountain Station Apartments, Big Spring Park at Cotter, Norfolk Head Start, Gassel City Park, Mountain Home Kindergarten, Hickory Park, and of course at the library. You have a community event that's coming up for today from 9:30 to 1:30, and then on the 31st of May from 9:30 to 1:30, and that's a blood drive.
Yes, we are so happy to partner with the American Red Cross to do these blood drives very regularly now. We do 4 a year at the library, and they are very well attended. And a special thing that we like to do to encourage people to give blood at the library is if you come and donate blood, you get a little voucher, and it's good for $25 towards a library fine. Usually if somebody has a fine that big, it's because they've lost a book. They can't find it. And so to get that library fine taken care of, if you donate blood, bring in your voucher for your $25 off, and we'll forgive your fines up to $25. If you don't have any fines and you'd like to pay it forward, you can do that, or even split it between yourself and a friend. But a lot of people take advantage of that. It's a great way to help people in our community with donations of blood.
We talked earlier a little bit about the Baxter County plant swap. Let's talk about the earth.
We're running out of time.
Nope, we are out of time.
Oh, goodness.
That was quick. We're going to have to do this again.
Let's do it.
We'll get that booked up before you leave. You've been watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We appreciate you joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.